Hey, this is part 2 of Blacks in the West. Black Los Angeles would have never been possible if all those people coming mostly from the South, if they had not been able to stop in black women's homes. Across this trek to California, they weren't too many hotels you could stay at with Jim Crow. They opened up their homes, said, hey, this is where you could stay temporarily, pay this fee, and you know what, I'm going to tell you how to maneuver the city. Now, when black people got to Los Angeles, what did you do? You tapped into the first two institutions, Second Baptist Church and First A.M.E. Church, and then you tapped into the F.A.M.E. Not talking about the music arena, a place where black people gathered together, read newspaper clips from across the country, and debated and discussed and figured out how to uplift themselves. That was the F.A.M.E. One of the most effective modes of uplift was the California Eagle. All right, a newspaper that was founded in the 1800s but was really given life by a woman named Charlotta Bass in the 1900s. Y'all ever heard of that film, A Birth of a Nation, by D.W. Griffith? Super racist, shows us as criminals and rapists and everything you can think of, right? That film that was shown in the White House? Yeah. First thing she did is use the California Eagle to attack Hollywood. Say, you know what, this ain't right. You know what I mean? This ain't us, and this is derogatory. You ain't gonna do this to us, right? So she was that voice. Say there was a job at the LA General Hospital, a place that black people couldn't work at, black people really couldn't go to. They would basically say, hey, we recommend this black person for this job, right? Published in the newspaper. That's how that worked. Charlotta Bass was involved with both the United Negro Improvement Association, which is Marcus Garvey's organization, and the NAACP. So usually in national context, we say these organizations were kind of against each other, but in LA, a lot of the leadership would end up being the same. Charlotta Bass was, in both organizations running them for the most part. Right, so she's got the California Eagle, and she got the NAACP and the UNIA. Towards the end of her life, right, we're talking about like 40s and 50s, she identifies as a communist. She becomes the first black woman to run for a national office as the vice presidential candidate for the Progressive Party. Vice Presidency of the United States of America. Towards the end of her life, she really started advocating for Japanese and black relations. During World War II, the Japanese were put in internment camps. And black people, because in LA they were confined to 5% of the city, as soon as the Japanese were taken out of their homes, the black people moved into Little Tokyo. Didn't last that long, because when Japanese came out from camps, they right ahead and came and said, we need y'all black people got to get out of our homes. It was their homes. But either way, she said, well, there's some shared histories of oppression from the federal government and from state governments and from white people in general. She said, so maybe we can set up something here. Then she also saw that, hey, there's all this money flowing from East Asia coming over here to the West. We got to tap into that in the black community. And so she really became this progressive voice in Los Angeles and across the West.